Since Minecraft 1.17 has come out, ore generation has actually changed in Minecraft. So methods like the clay method in swamps and the gravel method have actually changed a little bit. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 ways to find diamonds in Minecraft 1.17 or above. So make sure to go ahead and watch all 5 tips so that you can be full diamond in no time. But before we get into all that, I just want to say that only 1.6% of you who are watching this video are actually subscribed. So if you're new here, go drop a like on the video and subscribe. It helps me out way more than you can imagine. Alright, let's get into these tips. The first trick I'm going to be showing you is actually going to be in the swamp biome. Within these swamp biomes, you can find these circular clay patches that are kind of like this on the screen. Go ahead and find one of these clay patches and go into the center of the clay patch. From the center, you're going to look at your F3 menu and make sure that where it says facing, that you are facing south. This is also the positive Z direction, in case you can't find it. Then, going south, you're going to want to go 3 blocks. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to dig down on this 3rd block. Once you hit diamond level, you should eventually find yourself some diamonds. And here we found only one. Oh, it was actually a vein of 3. It works with clay patches of all sizes. So this one's a little bit smaller. So if I go ahead and face south and go 3 blocks ahead and dig down right here, I should go ahead and find some diamonds here as well. And now that we are at diamond level, we found ourselves 8 more diamonds. Do keep in mind though that this trick only works 9 out of 10 times. However, a 90% success rate is pretty good. So I believe that this trick is completely worth it if you're trying to get yourself some full diamond. What if I told you that rivers and lakes had a very similar strategy using gravel as swamps did with clay? Well, they do, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what exactly that is. However, it's a little bit more complicated than the last one, so you're going to have to open your ears up for this. So the first thing you want to do is find yourself a circular gravel patch, kind of like this one that I found here. Now, part of it can be out of the river, part of it can be in the river, but usually just use the river to find the gravel. Then I'm going to have you pull up F3 plus G. This is going to be your chunk loader, and it basically shows you where you are within a chunk. If I were to step over here, I would load the second chunk, but I'm going to be in this one because this is where the center is. Now pull up your F3 menu, and last time I had you face south. This time I'm going to have you face north. You're going to go north 2 blocks. So 1, 2, I'm going to go ahead and dig down right here. And oh no, I didn't find any diamonds, but that's actually all right. So now go back to the same center of the block, and I'm going to have you face north this time again. But you're going to be going 8 blocks. So 1, 2, and 3, but I hit the edge of the chunk. So now I'm going to turn around and go back north. I'm going to stay on the same exact X coordinate of 622, and I need to find the other end of the chunk. And that is right here. And right here will be the 4th block. And now the 5th, 6th, 7th, and the 8th. And now we're going to go ahead and dig down on the 8th block. And voila, we found ourselves a nice little 4 vein of diamonds. Now let's say after you did the 8 blocks south and the 2 blocks north method and you still didn't find any diamonds, well that's actually okay. That's because the chunks spawn diamonds kind of like this. The green rule with the item frames on top represent the chunks that would spawn diamonds, and the red ones represent the chunks that wouldn't. So let's say you were in a chunk that didn't spawn the diamond, just go ahead and move to the next chunk over using your F3 plus G, and it should work in that chunk. And once you do find a chunk that works, you just have to move diagonally along the river and you will find all the chunks with the diamonds. Alright, for this third trick, you're actually going to be using a spyglass. And no, those diamonds do not count. While I was live streaming right here on YouTube, me and my chat found a way to actually see through the lava using a spyglass. Alongside with the spyglass, we ended up using an oak sign, a water bucket, and some blocks as well. All we did is we dug down next to some lava, kind of like so, and we placed blocks to negate some of the lava. Then we dug down so that we were at like around head level with the lava and placed an oak sign, that way the lava couldn't, burn us. And then we mined those blocks back up so the lava flowed around towards us. And as you can see right here, there's a little crack within the lava that you can actually see through. And so we took our spyglass and we looked through the crack kind of like so. And then you shift through, you can't just look through the cracks and see if you find any interesting ores. And right there, we can actually see some diamonds right there. Although, of course, make sure you have your water bucket on, because sometimes the sign starts to burn. The diamonds were kind of around here, so I'm just going to mine around on this wall. And voila, right here, we found ourselves our very own diamonds. And it was a nice little vein of 4, but we actually let 2 burn. Now, for this next tip, I'm actually going to be showing you a caving method I've been using since early 1.7 Minecraft. Back then, I used to play a competitive game mode called UHC, where basically you had to mine for as much gear as possible and fight a bunch of people in a small world. And doing this, you needed to find diamonds, and so I would use this trick every time I was near a lava pool. I would take my water bucket, and usually people would just place it down and you would let the whole thing fill up with obsidian. But I wouldn't do that. I'd go around and slowly but surely go across it and check every single block, kind of like so. It is very common for diamonds to spawn into lava, and many times I've actually found diamonds doing this, but it hasn't been every single time. So in this lava pool, unfortunately, I did not find any diamonds. But if you continuously do this after a little while, eventually you will come across your very own vein of diamonds. And if I keep going through this lava pool like so, there's a good chance that, oh, there we go, we actually found ourselves some diamonds. And here we got ourselves a vein of 6. However, when you're mining through the caves, you aren't limited to just checking under the lava with water. There's a number of different blocks you can actually use. For example, you could use a bunch of glass, or you could use some dripstone to check under the lava, or start using some chains. If you get your hands on some big drip leaf, you can actually use drip leaf as well to check under the lava as well. And then even iron bars work very well under lava as well. Especially if you see some dripstone, make sure you go ahead and grab some so you can check under the lava next time you're around some. And although this method isn't as practical as the other ones, it is still a very good habit to get into while mining, because who knows how many diamonds you've let go because you didn't care to check under the lava. Alright, it's time to get out your reading glasses, because for this next trick, you're going to be looking at your F3 menu. Now over on your left, you have your basic F3 menu, stuff that everyone knows about, you know, your FPS, your coordinates, your Y level, chunk coordinates, block coordinate, all that cool stuff. However, there's an entire section all the way to the right of the F3 screen that no one ever talks about, and actually when you are mining, this is way more important to look at once you get your Y level down. See, what most people do is they will find Y level 11 and then they'll hit that and they will actually just end up closing it, because why do you need your F3 menu out when you're just strip mining like this? But there's another use for it. When you look over on the right, you'll see something that says target block, the coordinates of that block, and then Minecraft : and the block you were looking at. And as I go ahead and drag my cursor along the screen, you will see that that changes based on what I am looking at. But here's the cool part about this, is that it doesn't actually track liquids. So you look right through the liquid and it tells you the block that is under that. And since lava is not like water, you can't actually see through it, this is what you'll be using to kind of look under the lava as well. And this trick is actually a little bit more efficient and easier than using the spyglass trick from earlier. Now if you're a fast reader, all you have to do is look at the top right and just kind of spam your mouse like this, but as you can see, diamond ore keeps popping up right over here. That means that I'm looking at diamonds right now. So if I were to go ahead and use that trick from earlier that I mentioned, you'll find these diamonds right under the lava. And I'll go ahead and mine these, and we got ourselves a nice little extra 4 diamonds that we did not actually have at all before. And that'll be all 5 tips and tricks to find diamonds in this video. If you are going to use any of these tips, make sure to go ahead and comment which one you plan on using the most, and also go ahead and drop a like on the video and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 3,000 subs every single day, and I'm hoping to hit it hopefully by the end of July. With that all being said, I do hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. All right, peace.